Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, there is some news that's coming on out that is upsetting a lot of people, and myself included, because whenever this happened, it was one of the most upsetting PlayStation 5 things out there. Now, of course, it's not the biggest deal, don't get me wrong, but when we kind of see this news floating around of all these really rich and famous people kind of getting the extra special hookup, sometimes that does make me feel a very certain way, and I'm sure you guys can probably agree on that. So we have a little bit of drama that's floating around right now for the PS5s with some famous people and everything else floating around. So let's go and talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We are giving out a PS5, and if you guys want those bonus entries, use that link tree down below. Got those Amazon links down below in case you just want to go check for the warehouse consoles or just normal restocks for Amazon. Twitter and Twitch if you guys want to follow, and of course, Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys get $25 for free and free stocks, and Coinbase if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Let's go talk about this video. So kind of what we're gonna be talking about over here is the fact that there has been some more sly weird business going on when it comes to some of these PS5 restocks, where we're now going and seeing some famous people going and getting their consoles way before with special access over other normal folks. And kind of not good news when it comes to this. If you guys remember all this stuff, there's actually some pretty big drama too as well. Not like the big, this is like more like, casual drama. It's not bad drama. But if you guys remember, even at the very start of the PS5 restock here in America, basically Travis Scott had a chance to get a PlayStation 5 early. He was taking pictures with it before the actual official launch, and everyone was kind of freaking out, being like, yo, I'm jealous. What the heck? How did you go get this? That's kind of unfair. Or just people are thinking like, oh, yo, that's cool. But we saw this kind of floating around a lot here in America. So for India, as you guys have kind of been noticing, we've been covering up a lot of their restock vibes. They actually have had some really sketchy things going on right now with the PS5 restocks. And we'll kind of dive into a little bit more throughout the video itself, but basically the major issue is that all of these famous people are trying their best to get the consoles, at the normal restocks, but a lot of times they've actually gotten them even before the actual official drops have happened, and a lot of other little connections mixed on in that's actually kind of driving a lot of actual drama floating around. So of course, if you guys want to, we're gonna dive the video now. If you guys want to leave your comments down below if you feel lame or you just don't care or all that stuff when it comes to more professional, Hollywood type people getting this stuff with their connections, let me know. It kind of tilts me a little bit. It is a little bit rude. I understand why they do. It's not the biggest deal as well, but I want to hear your thoughts down below. But basically for the IGN restocks over here, Bollywood celebs show off a PS5 purchases from Games the Shop as an Indian gaming community fumes. So apparently being able to afford the PS5 isn't enough to get one in the Indian retailer Games the Shop, which is kind of how it is here in America. It's very hard, even if you guys can't afford it. It is harder to go and get. So this is why we had this drama. So last week, Bollywood actor Bowman Irani took to Instagram to show off his PlayStation 5 purchase, tagging the account responsible for it, Games the Shop. During the PS5 India launch in February, actor Shruti Hassan had a similar post also on Instagram. While IGN India doesn't usually cover what Bollywood celebrities are up to, our readers reached out to with both details and both posts, wondering why the retailer hasn't been able to bring the PS5 to those that aren't as famous. So number one, you guys can kind of go and tell these really more somewhat popular people, Indian Hollywood stars essentially, kind of flying off their consoles, tagging the people, checking these stores. It'd be like me tweeting out saying hey, thanks GameStop, and then everyone else is still trying to wait there for to get their consoles, or their websites are having issues, or we have to deal with scalpers. So a lot of people are starting to get just a little bit upset. So why are the Indian gamers angry? So while Bollywood seems to be able to buy the PS5 from Games the Shop, the retailer's website itself was nearly inaccessible to many a prospective buyer during the PS5 launch and restock. So a lot of people out there are kind of getting upset because there's probably crashing issues, a lot of people trying to get on the website at the same time, credit card issues, debit card issues, whatever it is, and you have all these famous people that are like, hey, yo, I got my console, no problem, and then tagging up people over there. So a cursory check on Instagram suggests that a host of influencers were able to get their consoles from Games the Shop too. So as you guys can probably go and see the connections, a lot of people are noticing that one certain retailer has hooked up a lot of these kind of famous people, and they're all hyped up and happy they got their consoles, but most normal folks out there are thinking, well, I never got my console and all the website was messed up, so what's kind of different over here? So, amusingly, an employee responsible for facilitating the celebrity endorsements at the store told buyers that the aforementioned celebrities obtained their consoles from the site itself, which ha ha ha, sure they did. I'm sure they totally did. All these famous Bollywood people, sure. IGN has also verified these claims made to customers to be accurate. Sure. Nonetheless, because even they're like, yeah, sure it was. It doesn't seem to be the truth, as the site went down minutes before pre-orders were supposed to go live. So a lot of people kind of go and say over here too as well, where basically everyone's like, there's no restocks. It's also quite likely that these orders were placed offline or done as a favor for the celebrities to mention the store, which would ensure favorable publicity. So I want to hear your thoughts on this. You guys are starting to get the actual gist. It kind of stinks because it does seem like these retailers are kind of hooking up famous people while all these other people out there that have to go and deal with refreshing the website, fighting against bots, fighting against scalpers, and of course just even trying their best to even have the website work, as people even in the tweets over here are stating hey, your website doesn't even work. And then we have all these famous people that probably just got a press email being hey, we'll hook you up with a console, give us a nice Instagram post. Now, I'm technically an influencer, quote unquote, I'm a Twitch streamer, I'm a YouTuber, but man, that just rubs me off the wrong way. I hate that. I hate it. Because I don't think anyone is more special than someone else, So Games the Shop has actually come under fire even as of late, because during every sale, the site seems to have crashed, with many of IGN readers being able to buy the PS5, with some going as far as to allege that the retailer is selling stock offline at higher prices, which if you guys saw the video yesterday, we actually have seen a lot in India that all these places are literally going and having the retailers trying to go either hit up people and scalp, or they've actually had employees literally go and try to pocket $200 by selling stock they actually have, which is really, really annoying. So we're kind of also seeing a lot of this stuff over here too as well, where there's just a lot of issues, a lot of bad stuff. There's people on the backdoor websites, and a lot of people are just upset with the website, and now especially more so with all these famous people getting these consoles while everyone else is having issues. So also what it's worth, actually, though, they did actually have some people over there that were able to go get their consoles without any problems, which is always nice. That isn't to say others were unable to buy from the Games the Shop website at all. Basically, a lot of people were actually saying that a few people were able to go get their consoles, but a lot of people are pretty disheartened when it comes to that, because a lot of people are assuming that the website would have done better, the stock would have been better, and basically there wouldn't be any crashes on that. But also on top of the fact that the drop's going so bad, with multiple different other famous people getting the consoles, of course people are rightfully upset. Kind of how I mentioned before how it was with the Travis Scott issue, where people weren't necessarily that upset, just more so I wish I was famous type upset, But yeah. In case you guys actually don't know, for whatever reason, kind of wind down the article, what even is this? It's just basically a Mumbai-based retailer. Just think of a normal GameStop and all that type of stuff. It's basically, he's also owned by Express too as well. And it's also one of the biggest distributors of games too, where they actually have a really big monopoly on the market. So that's kind of why a lot of people were assuming this drop in restock was going to go a lot better, because with all this stuff, you would think that it'd be hey, we're a really big retailer, we expect you to do good. It's kind of for Amazon. We usually expect Amazon to come in clutch. If they want to go and sell stuff, it's good to go, easy peasy. That's what we kind of expect. So yeah, basically have a really big thing outside of for Sony and Microsoft games. They kind of basically have a big run through them, and basically E-Express is the big reason of why so many normal games are coming to the actual country itself. And that's why I think even people are even more upset, one, with the celebrity collaborations, and then two, because they expected the website to work and also have more stock so they could actually get their consoles, which is almost kind of heartwarming in a bad way, because I keep on making comments that it's we had a lot of issues here in America getting our consoles, so it almost makes me feel better that all these other regions are also having so many issues. It's the misery loves company type vibe fun over there. And of course, as well, for a lot of Indian stuff, we may go and cover this in a future video as well. Basically, a lot of sources are saying that IGN India is assuming that the next restock is actually only a few days away, set in for June, and just in case any of my Indian viewers are out there are watching. And a lot of people are speculating a lot of restocks from around June 7th to the 11th or so, give or take, mainly because they want to go and see a lot of consoles coming out for the actual Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, because it's actually coming out in around 2 weeks or so from now. So I would actually like to hear your thoughts on this. I'm sure you guys probably heard a lot of my thoughts as I was making the video. I just think it's really lame that it did seem like a lot of celebrities did go get priority treatment. It understands it though, they're more famous, they have more money. I get it. I just think it's lame, and I don't like the fact that it actually did happen. And of course, as well, when a lot of common folk out there are still trying to get the consoles, it also kind of stinks too, because some of these people are getting their consoles earlier, and they probably may not even had to go and pay for it, because with a lot of influencer type deals, they'll just go get the console for free to go promote out the business. So I think that's personally kind of lame. I think everyone should be treated equally. And there's probably millions of people out there that are still trying to go and find and get their PS5s in every country out there. So it does kind of stink that we have all these celebrities getting preferable, whatever the word is, treatment when it comes to this. So give me your thoughts down below. I'd probably agree with you guys. It kind of stinks, but I guess that's just how the world works. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you guys enjoy these types of videos or restock news or whatever. Always love having you guys on the channel. Make sure you guys are also subscribed for the PS5 giveaway and use the link tree links down below just for bonus entries. We have the Amazon links too as well for the controllers and consoles and all that good stuff. If you guys want to go and try to join that stuff on up, the Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below if you guys want to follow. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, and you guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up on the next video. Love you guys.